Hey y'all, welcome back to Growing SA. This is Shamonn, and today I'm out here in the garden. This is probably the day after, this is definitely the day after the freeze, after all the crazy weather. We did get snow. Pretty excited, but it melted by like noon. But it was fun to see, and the little one got to see it. Once again, she was happy because we did get snow back in 2021, which sucked, by the way. But this time it wasn't bad at all. So I'm gonna show you around the garden and show you exactly what happened, what it looks like, and if things actually lived or not. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Okay, y'all. Let's start over here next to the potted trees. My little mini orchard over here. The lemon did fine. I thought it was going to be a goner, but as you can see, I did lots of shavings down there at the bottom, and the foliage is, I mean, it looked like it got overwatered, but it's fine. I'll clip away as I see anything that needs to be clipped away. This one's an empty one, but I did get my bare root fruit trees in the mail during the time period of when the day before it was supposed to start to freeze, and so those are sitting in water, but I need to go ahead on and get those potted up. Right here I have a plum. This one's fine, foliage is on it, and as you can see, it's kind of going dormant for the winter time. The pomegranate still alive, but you know, it's going dormant also. You can tell by right there, it's fine. The peach is doing fine. It looks pretty good. And then in here, I still have it covered, is a dragon fruit I got from my good friend Ashley. Over here, the moringa is not doing so good, but what I think I'm going to do is snip it right here above this little piece right here, this little nub, and then it should give me probably 2 or 3 more branches. But the bottom is still fine because I have it covered and it's still flexible, so it's fine. Another tree is going to go there for my bare roots. This is another pomegranate. Like I said, I have my containers already here where I'm going to put my new bare root trees. I just need to get some compost and some soil to fill those up. I have another peach here, and then a plum, and then a magnolia that I got as a little 12-inch cutting, and it's growing pretty good too, and it's fine. Besides the little brown on the ends of the leaves, it's fine. All right, y'all. So yeah, so those plants are just the trees are fine. The towers did pretty doggone good. Layla already came over here and got the ripe strawberries off of here, as you can tell, because she leaves this part behind, which is fine. I'm okay with that. The towers did fine with the frost cloth that I made into the bags. Yeah, they did awesome. The strawberries are growing. The new ones, the bare roots that I planted, they're looking good, y'all. So I'm excited for those. Lettuce is in here. Some of them got like a little frost burn on the ends, but other than that, they look really good. Everything looks good on the towers. The strawberries over here that I planted, they're all looking good. As you can see, spring, I know they're gonna, I don't know if you guys can see because I kind of covered them up with the shavings to make sure they didn't like freeze or anything. I can see a couple of my bulbs. The spring bulbs are starting to come up, which is crazy. Which I'm excited for that. The pepper plants that I cut back, they're still green down at the bottom. I think once it starts to warm up, they're gonna come back and they'll be fine. We only have 2 more days of cold weather, it looks like where it's gonna be below freezing. One is gonna be on tomorrow night, and then the other I think is going to be like on Saturday night. I'm not for sure. I need to look at the weather app again, but other than that, I think our like below freezing days are over for my zone, for where I am. I'm an hour and a half south of San Antonio, so yeah, they may get a little bit more of freezing temperature, but we should not. And if we do, it's going to be like how we got this little snow. It's rare. It's not a normal thing. But I have onions here, and they're doing good. I have a whole bunch of flower bulbs in here. I don't see any of them that have come up yet, which is a good thing. Not like over here in this bed where the flower bulbs are starting to come up already. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. This is an empty bed. I was gonna do melons and or squash in here, but I'm not for sure yet. Down over here I have lettuce on this end along with some pansies on the end. Over here I have 2 more rows of onions here, some cabbages on the inside that I planted before the freeze, probably like a couple of days before the freeze, which kind of sucks, but they're fine. They came back. I mean, these are frost hardy type of plant, so a little bit of snow on them, as long as you have like I said, as long as you have the roots covered, you're fine. Over here, as you can see, the moths got these, but with the cold, of course, you know, it killed them. And then I have some more onions in the middle, and then more cabbages over there on that side. Over here, as you can see, yeah, it's not looking too good. And I think it's only because this was just a shade cloth, not an actual frost cloth, and I didn't have any more, so I just let it run with it. The cabbages were fine, although everything needs a good feeding, which I'll do that after the next freeze. And yeah, I'm not really worried too much about these. I know I'll get a good harvest off of these because it's happened before where the cabbages got kind of like a frost or whatever, and then they just, you know, went crazy after that. The onions over here, it's time for a feeding for them, but they're looking pretty good. I had put this compost on here on each one, but I need to go back through and put my rows back the way they were. I planted some rhizomes, some bearded irises. They're also perennials, and I got the reblooming ones, and I planted those, and I just put this over here because I don't want nothing digging them up. And then the last bed over here, this is the stuff, like I said, I planted a couple of days before the freeze, not realizing we were going to get the bad weather also. And when they said, oh, it's going to come down as far south as us, I'm like, oh my goodness, yeah. So as you can see, some stuff is actually missing. That's probably like mice or something, or birds, before I got it covered. But everything is still good here. It's still alive. And like I said, once I give everything a good feeding, it will all be fine. So the next thing I'm going to do after this next cold front comes through, the next little weather that comes through, I'm going to be pulling this, because all I did was I left that for like the birds and stuff. I'm going to be pulling this, and then I'm going to go ahead on and start putting my seed down for the next thing that I wanted there. I don't know if I want morning glories there again. We'll see. I might do the morning glories on that one instead. I also have another trellis that I want to put up, and I'm thinking the trellis is either going to come right here on this one, or I'll probably do another one. Let me back up a little bit. I have a trellis here, and then I'll probably put another trellis here on this one, because I already have one here. So it'll have 1, 2, 3 trellises in a row, maybe a fourth one, I'm not sure. So it'll have like kind of like a tunnel that I can walk through, which I'm pretty excited for, because yeah, it's gonna look pretty. once the spring comes around, once summer comes around, and it'll give my beds a lot more shade that is gonna be needed during the summertime, because man, let me tell you, the heat is no joke out here. And then it'll give me a kind of area for me to be able to catch some shade too while I'm working out here in the garden. Over here on that side, everything is empty right now because I still need to get compost for that area all the way around on that side. And what I'm planning on doing is over here on this side is going to be all tomatoes. I'm thinking I'm going to be planting tomatoes in other places too, but for the main part, they're going to be there. Up there on that side is going to be corn. So yeah, y'all, I'm pretty excited for what I have planned for what I want to do with the garden this year. I'm going to be planting a lot more stuff, like to eat and to harvest and to preserve, because I want to make sure that my family and I are good, whether the prices go up, whether the prices go down. I'm not going to be dependent on any type of thing where we're going to starve if we don't have whatever it may be. So yeah, I'm just prepping for me and my family. By no means is this garden a small garden. It's just that, let me zoom out. It's just that I talk pretty fast whenever I'm going through things, and I just assume that people know what I'm talking about whenever I'm going through the gardens. But if I focus on each one of these gardens, this video would probably be like a good maybe 45 minutes to an hour going through everything. But I would rather it be a short and quick video to catch your attention and to make sure that we're kind of going over the stuff that I think that people, new beginner gardeners, probably need to know or need to like have kind of inspiration on how they want their garden set up. You can take from this, or you can obviously do as you want, but for me, this works and I like it, and I enjoy being out here and I enjoy working in the garden. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was just pretty much a quick overview of what the garden looks like after the freeze, after the snow, and everything looks pretty good. I don't feel devastated because, as I stated, it's not like the snow apocalypse of 2021, which I'm actually pretty happy about. That it taught me a lesson to make sure that I'm not really just into the garden like that, where if I lose things, I'm kind of devastated. But this time around, if it lived, it lived, and if it didn't, it didn't, which was okay for what I'm doing right now in my life and at this point in my life. And it's kind of like that with life anyway. If it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And all you need to do is work a little bit harder to make it work for you. And if you don't want to work that hard for it, then don't work that hard for it, and it'll just be the way it is. So I'm gonna head into the greenhouse, and I'm gonna kind of get some things situated in here before I have to bring all of my stuff back in here. I brought the tomatoes, the peppers, stuff like that into the house onto a shelf that I had in the kitchen, and from there I'm just gonna be bringing that stuff back over here to the greenhouse, and I just need to make room for everything because I'm starting more seeds. And so yeah, I just want to make sure I'm getting it cleaned out, getting it clear, and taking care of things, because it's time to get to work, y'all. It's time to get to work. We don't have that much further until spring comes, and I know y'all are excited just as much as I'm excited. But yeah, y'all, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have it in your heart, make sure that you share the video also. Thanks, y'all. Bye.